it's me, Uwu Swordsman. Today we're gonna be playing another demo, another spooky demo. It's called Heretic Red. I found this game on TikTok, and as always, I will link the Steam page down below if you're interested in this game, after the demo, of course. Baron! Okay, what's up, Baron? Come inside quickly. And Nola, I love Nola. Hal, you're stepping on my feet. Ah, sorry. And then there's Hal. Oh my goodness, I used to have purple hair. Do we have everyone? Is anyone missing? Present. Fang. What a cute name too. What a cutie pie. And then, ooh, I do not think this is Ada Wong baddie. Let's do the little thing I always do to look up how to pronounce people's names. Never mind, guys. I think it's just a different way to spell Ada, and the E is silent. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But they're also a cutie pie. I count 11. This should be everyone, but oh my goodness, I should have checked for the other name, guys. The harder name for me. I could have guessed it by myself, but I try to get everybody's name correctly when I play games. I count 11. This should be everyone but Andrew. He's just staying in his room. I'm not surprised by that. They got two different colored eyes. So cute. He's in deep trouble. That northern mountain is about to crash down like crazy on everything. And then Torin, just like 3 years ago. Why is everybody so cute in this game? I could go on and on about how everybody's cute, but I guess we should get into the story, huh? Urko, everyone pray. We will be safe here under the watch of the Seraph. Ooh, this, cute outfit. I love it. May her warmth wash over us. You say that, but what if the snow buries the whole town? I agree with Torin. We need to get to higher ground. We could get buried alive in here. How many of us are gonna die this time? How could you say that? Nola, you have to admit you're thinking the same thing. Nobody will die. I'm nervous too. Should we be positive or should we be... I don't know. This is hard. I could say we're nervous too, but I don't know if we should say nobody will die, because then what if somebody dies and then everybody points and laughs at me and they're like, wow, and you lied to us, so I'll just say I'm nervous. I'm nervous too, but it doesn't help to say stuff like that. Exactly. If we panic, it will only make it worse. Nobody is gonna die. This is not like last time. I have confidence in our safety because I know that the Seraph wills it. May her warmth wash over us. We are in the holiest place in the village. I know that she is watching over us right now. We are here, safe, and we have one of her monks here to look after us. Isn't that right, Sunchild? The Seraph is always looking upon us, guiding us towards the flame of a future together. Let us shut out the cold one behind a door of sacred union. Banish all wicked thoughts. Here now, in her loving hands, sanctuary is upon us. Erg. Odo, are you feeling okay? This doesn't feel quite like sanctuary. Let us sit you down. Minosha, why don't you prepare something for us to take the edge off of things? A reading? A sermon? Actually, I was thinking we could do a tea ceremony, if that's okay with everyone, of course. A tea ceremony sounds great to me. I am the tea enjoyer. Also, I'm sorry if I cooked that last word. It's sermon, right? Sermon? I feel like I'm about to say something naughty. I'm gonna double check. It is sermon. My head is just in the gutter. My bad, my bad. A tea ceremony? Yeah. I remember when I was younger and my village foresaw a storm coming. We had a tea ceremony to fill us with strength and warmth. The sun steep ritual. I actually asked Nola to bring the tea from the pantry before we came down here. That's why we were a bit late, sorry. The sun steep ritual is a splendid idea. We shall envelop our hearts in her blessings, shielding us from the destruction outside. Well, there you go. Nola, as the village cook, will you assist me in preparing the tea? Sure! Wait, Nola is so cute. They are giving chef. I want to draw a little OC character that's a little cook with short blonde hair like that and little hair clips. So that's probably why I love Nola. They also remind me of a Harvest Moon character that was a little chef. I cannot remember his name. It was a Harvest Moon game I played on my Wii. It wasn't like my favorite Harvest Moon game, but there was a very cute man that I loved in that game. No, I'll do it. Nola has never conducted the Sun Steep ritual before. This needs to be done properly. But Nola wants to do it. Please let Nola do it. Very well. In that case, please follow me, Nano. I'll show you where I keep our sacred porcelain. Everyone else, please be patient. The ritual will be ready soon. Seems like we'll just have to wait patiently. Let us take this time to find peace and comfort in each other's words and pray. I should check in with everyone. Move around using the joystick, use A to interact with people or objects. I'm excited that this demo has full controller support. Yay! I don't have to play on the keyboard. Look at us, we're so cute, and we really want to do the ceremony, so everybody should let me do it. It would be very kind and polite. Hey, Odo, are you feeling any better? Yeah, I think I just needed to sit down. Thanks for checking in. He should be fine. Odo's illness flares up all the time, but it's usually nothing serious. Just a day in the life of Odo. Aww. Will you guys be able to partake in the tea ceremony? Odo is in a strict medication regimen. I'll have to make sure that none of the herbs can give him a bad reaction. You brought the tea from the pantry, yes? What is it made of? Actually, I don't quite know. I hate to admit it, but Nano is correct that I've never worked with his tea before. It might be more safe for Odo to sit this one out. Let's do that then. Oh, wait. Nothing interesting here. It's a bookshelf. Shall I read a passage? Let's read a passage. You open to a random page. And like this universe now, another will be born again from the fiery heart of all that is pure. Aw, that's cute. Not today and not tomorrow, but in many billions of years, a new solar flare will bring us back to life. Let the sin and the cruelty freeze behind, and when the lights of this universe go out, so will those of the unworthy. Enough of that. Okay, I like the phrasing. That was very beautifully written. Lots of books. Oops. Oh wait, there's profiles. Let's read that in a second. Okay. Let's look. We have Nola. Nola is the town's primary cook. She uses produce bought by Fang, Torin, and Baron, and she passionately serves residents at the town dining hall. I think she's my fave. Well, we get to play as her. Ooh, there's like red behind people. Spooky. Heretic red. Oh no. And then Ada. Ada is the mayor of Sermont, much like her father before her. She has done her best to help the town survive after the avalanche 3 years ago, but times continue to prove harsh. And then we have Minosha. Minosha is a monk of the almighty Seraph. He grew up in a small monastery east of Sermont and came here to serve the village many years ago. The village has grown to embrace his eccentricities and turn to him for guidance in the warmth of the Seraphism. Hopefully I said that right. Sorry if I'm cooking those words. Fang. Fang is an adept hunter. She goes on frequent hunting trips to supply Sermont with animal produce. Her meat is used in meals served throughout the entire town. Urko moved here with his grandson, Baron, many years ago. He is a very strict believer of Seraph and is always wary of ill omens. He has a distaste for hunters. Aww. You don't like Fang? You're not rocking with Fang? Then we have Baron. Baron is a traveling merchant. Oh my goodness. Baron? Valor? I don't know. I feel like all traveling merchants, their names start with a B, guys. Just kidding. I love thinking about all of my little interests together. Baron is a traveling merchant who exchanges goods at various towns, including the capital. He grew up in Sermont after moving here with his grandfather, Urko, many years ago. And then we have Otto. Otto came to this town very ill last year, accompanied by his doctor, Rulon. He often goes days without leaving his bed. The town does their best to support him in exchange for his coin. Aww. And then we have Nano. Nano grew up in Sermont and learned how to shape iron from her father. She now runs the forge and provides metal tools for the town and trading. I have to say, I love that all the women are like doing the hunting and the mining and the forging. You know, I love that. We love that. We love that. And then we have Torin. Torin's family has owned farmland and ranches around Ceremont for generations. After the avalanche 3 years ago buried the land, the rest of his family left town, but Torin remains in hopes of eventually recovering what was once his. And then we have Hal. Hal took on the role of Ceremont's primary carpenter after the avalanche. So many women. We love that. Actually, I feel like I'm just, you know, we know that Nola is a woman, but, you know, we don't have pronouns, so maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just guessing right now. She has repaired... Oh, wait! Ha ha ha! Yay! I was right for nothing! Okay, Hal took on the role of Ceremont's primary carpenter after the avalanche 3 years ago. She has repaired and built numerous homes and furniture items for the town's residents since then. And then Rulon. Rulon is a skilled doctor employed by Odo's family. She moved here with Odo last year from the capital and takes care of him full time. She takes her job and responsibilities very seriously, and she puts her work above all else. I love all the characters. All of them are such cutie pies. It's a bookshelf. Shall I read a passage? Hopefully it's not the same passage. Hopefully it's a different one. Let's open to a random page and see what's up. When the monk and the wolf arrived at the foot of the monastery, the monk began to grieve. The wolf huddled up to the monk to comfort him. The door of the monastery was frozen over. The monk noticed an inscription glimmering on the ice. The next part of the passage is stained. Ooh, stained with what? I love it when games let me click on everything to learn more lore, talk to everybody. Bang, you got in record time. Weren't you out hunting just before this? That's how I know the northern mountain is about to crash down on everything like crazy. I'm very fast, so I was able to tell Baron and gather everyone right away. You're so cute, Bang. Thank the Seraph for your speed. Everyone is safe because of you. No problem, but beware, it's not over yet. I'm sure it will be okay. By the way, what's behind that door over there? I can't go in. I'm pretty sure that's just an old temple records. I don't think we're allowed in there. Oh, that's so boring. I want to go in there. Am I really not allowed in there? Should I talk to everybody first and then go in there? People leave offerings for the Seraph here. Cool. What are those offerings, I wonder? Okay, hi Hal. Nola, thanks for bringing the tea. Sorry to make you go get it during an emergency. It was a bit hectic. But it all turned out fine, and it will be good for morale, I'm sure. I feel like I'm stumbling on my words a lot, because I'm trying to read quick and fast, because I'm excited, you know? That's what I was thinking, too. In times like this, morale makes or breaks a community. These people here know that, too. They're survivors themselves, so even if they tell you not to worry, I think it's good to worry about them a little bit. Everyone here is very strong. You are too, Hal. Thank you, Hal, cutie pie. We love that for you. Nola, have you spoken to my grandpa yet? I tried to see if he wanted to sit down, but he is absorbed in prayer. Sometimes I worry that he doesn't rest enough. He's always up and about. I think it's good for him. He is full of spirit. I don't even think he's worried about this avalanche at all. Are you? Well, a bit, but if anything happens, I'll get out of here to help the next town, and I'll bring back help. What if we all get buried and you can only save one person? What? What kind of situation is that? Just pick. No. Aw. You are not taking this seriously enough. I know you'd save me. Everything is gonna be fine by the end of the night. Whoa. Wait, I wonder if you can click on them again. Okay, no. Sometimes in these games, I'm not very good at talking to people multiple times. Only some little games like this allow you to, I feel. Nola, I hope you don't mind that Nano took over the tea preparations. I know that you two are not on the best of terms, but I appreciate you not turning it into a larger conflict than needed. No, I understand. Nano likes things to be a particular way, even if it means forging all the good manners to get there. Oh, foregoing all of the good manners to get there. It's always the same with you two. By the way, I want to express my gratitude for you staying on as our village cook even when things get a bit dysfunctional. I love this village and I want to protect it. Of course I'm staying. Isn't it funny that we both love this little village? What good is it up here? We've had nothing to provide for the world for 3 years, and yet I could never let it go. Well, let's just hope that this avalanche doesn't make that decision for us. But that was so dark. Let's pray. Yeah, ooh. I'm already digging the story a lot. Nothing interesting here. It's a bookshelf. Shall I read a passage? Sure. You open to a random page. This looks handwritten. Soar through the clouds with effortless wings. I kneel to you and the song you sing. Quiet blue angel, you've altered my brain. My fate has been set and my destiny framed. I cherish your tears and bring them away. I see that the sky is where you must stay, but I'll wait for you here until the day that you fall. If I can't do this, I'll do nothing at all. There's no signature. I wonder who wrote this. That was also very beautiful. More books. It's a bookshelf. Yeah, let's read another passage. You open to a random page. The new sun thawed the ice and created oceans. The fifth of the seraphim stared at her reflection in the pools and yearned for her frozen sisters. In grief, she drank the oceans whole. More books. Alright, let's talk to these little cuties. Nola, I'm trying to focus on tea preparations. Listen, I'm sorry for not trusting you with this, but it's important we get it right. And you think I couldn't make tea correctly? Oh, that's the tea. You really think she's a cook and she doesn't know how to make tea? Tea is like a basic thing to make. To be quite honest, all you really gotta do is boil water, you know? And then add your tea leaves, let it steep. Not that hard. I was a barista, I would know. And if you're a tea drinker and you make your own tea, you probably also know. Just let me do this. Yeah, I feel like she does want to argue with us. She's got some beef with us that I'm not down with. Okay. When the first avalanche hit 3 years ago, my family lost all of our farmland, everything gone in a flash. Those who survived moved away, but not me. I was so sure I could recover it if I stayed. I thought we'd be able to melt down the snow or something, but now we're just piling on the snow, deeper than ever. Torin. It's okay, Nola. I won't give up. After this is all said and done, and after we survive, we can hire a tunneler. A tunneler? You know, someone to dig up the remains of the old town. I see, a tunneler. Let us get through this night, and then we'll go through the year. Yeah. Should we talk to the... I don't want to, like... Ooh, that's so gorgeous. The art in this game is stunning. I love it. I love it. Also, I like... I don't know if this was made with, like, RPG Maker. I'm not sure what the proper term for those types of games that I like, because I know there's a lot of different programs you could use. It's just giving the same vibe, you know? But I love that they're, like, tall characters instead of little short little ones. I don't know. I like all the art, but who should we talk to? I feel like if I talk to them, we're gonna do the ceremony, but then they're also looking at the statue, so I don't know if I should talk to them or not. Should we look at the statue? Okay, we're not allowed to click on it. The tree that made the statue was grown at a monastery many years ago. It was a glorious monastery, but a troubled region. Bandits lived nearby with no regard for the seraph or her warmth. They surely would be taken by the cold one upon death and frozen behind in this universe. Yet, as long as that tree grew in the monastery, the building was untouched by the bandits. The night that they chopped the tree down and took it away, the monastery underwent a terrible burglary? I don't know. That's, you know, I need to call up my speech teacher and be like, yo, I need a little bit of help with some words again. Pretty please. Every sacred artifact was lost. Eventually, the statue made from the sacred tree was brought here. We had a bigger temple. It could have been in... Sorry, I need to take a sip of water. I'm giggling too much at that. I thought I had finally gotten to know that word. I thought we were like this, but we're not. We had a bigger temple it could have gone to in Old Town, but that temple already had arrangements of their own. When the big avalanche hit Serma, Old Town was buried along with its inhabitants. The big temple was lost, but here, this place remains safe. That's how I know we'll be okay. But I still wonder, if we had only put this in the great big town square so many years ago, how many more would have been saved? You can't worry about that kind of stuff. What happened has happened. I'm not worried, child. We will be safe once again. Now join me in prayer. Excuse me, everyone. Please head to the front of the room. Damn it, I didn't talk to Minosha. The ritual will begin shortly. Okay, well, very unfortunate. I had a feeling that if I talked to him, it would, you know, have the story go on, but it's okay. Minosha would probably just talk about the tea or something, I suppose. Okay, so even though I'm a yearner, I have like extreme FOMO. I need to know what Minosha said. Where's Otto? I'm here. Also, sorry, I was gonna go on a little tirade real quick, a little yapade. If you watched me stream, you know how many times I like reload saves if I've missed anything. Resident Evil? I missed a little note. I'm sorry, I gotta go back and read that note. I need to know all of the lore. But this is a demo and there's no saving, so I'll just have to play the full game. Honestly, I'm already really liking the story a lot. The writing's really beautiful. I like the different vibes of characters we have. Poor Otto sitting on the bench alone. Otto won't be participating. The tea could adversely react with his medications. Very well then, this tea is a gift from the Seraph. Her heart blood squeezed into a concentrated liquid and ignited with a flame. It is the essence of purity itself, a beacon for the skies to wrap its protective hands around. A flare to the Seraph herself. May it grant us safety and security. Now then, each of us shall take a single sip and pass it to the next person next to them. I'll go first. We're all sipping on that tea. Yum! Yippee! Oh, maybe I have to press A. I'm a little goober. My bad. Yum! I would love to do a little tea party, tea ceremony thing like this. That'd be so fun. Tarot cards and tea? Baron, are you good? Baron! Erg. Child, grandson, what is it? Help! Someone help! Baron, look at me. Grim fates, what have you ingested? The smell! Baron, take this! Oh my god, Baron, my boy! He's been poisoned. It needs to exit his system? What? That's impossible. Oh, Seraph, we call upon you now in this time of need. Rulon, will you be able to help him? It depends on how much he took, but he seems to be slowly recovering. Oh, thank goodness. Don't let him die. I wanted a little bit of romance, you know? Even if it wasn't like a Yuri or a Yaoi, you know? We could do the straight romance. Oh, Seraph, please, Seraph, may her warmth wash over us. Okay, everybody, let's give them space. Crowding won't help. Oh, no. I know we're all in shock, but we must remain calm. Calm? Did you hear what Rulon said? Someone poisoned him. I don't understand. Who? What? Weren't we all drinking out of the same cup? Wait, who was next to him? Oh my goodness, it was that little gamer. It was the one dressed in all red. I don't know. Or we could think it's the girl who wanted to take over this tea ceremony. Maybe that's why she really wanted to take over it. I don't understand it. Who? What? Well, why was there poison in that tea? If Baron was poisoned, why weren't Nano, Nola, and Minosha poisoned too? This is very peculiar indeed. Maybe he was poisoned by something like he was the only one that's allergic to it or something. Or, I don't know. I think watching the Apothecary Diaries, isn't there like a way to drink poison in very small amounts and then you won't really have that many bad effects from it? You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm yapping about. You guys know. Hal, are you sure Nola grabbed the right tea from the pantry? To be honest, I didn't see. Hal! Oh my goodness, Hal! Nola is not bad. Nola is not a murderer. Also, you would think the one who wants the tea ceremony to go perfect, she would probably double check the tea herself to make sure it was the correct tea, right? So I think she's the most suspicious. Not our Queen Nola. I love her eyebrows. We just have to wait and let Rulon take care of Baron. And pray, right? Yes, and pray. I can't just stand here and do nothing. This is too bizarre. I don't understand it. How was he poisoned? Who would do such a thing? Well, I have nothing to do but wait. Maybe I can look around and investigate. Yeah, let's investigate. When was the tea poisoned? Wow, I'm excited for a little mystery. I love... Okay, and then we've already looked at the profiles. Ada, I'm going to try to figure out who did this. That would be greatly appreciated, Nola. I am impressed that you have the courage to press on in a situation like this. It doesn't scare me. Well, let me give you a piece of advice. I have found that if you need time to think and put the pieces together, there is no better way than to pray at the statue. With a clear head and the seraph above, it's easy to focus on the problem at hand. Thanks, I'll remember that. So maybe we should go gather things and then go to the statue and pray and maybe figure it out. This is the teacup that Baron spilled. The tea is such a rich purple color. Sorry. When I was reading, I was also thinking, I feel like Nola wouldn't do it because Nola and Baron felt like they had something going on, right? A little bit flirty. Maybe the other girl was a little bit jealous. I don't know. Was it this color when I drank it too? I don't remember it looking like this. I wonder if there's a way I can find out. It doesn't look like there's anything else in the cup either. Just liquid tea. Okay. Also, what if... This is crazy. What if bro just poisoned himself? He's like, I have no faith anymore. I'm poisoning myself. Nola, now is not the time. Oh my god. My bad. Urko, I'm sorry to bother you, but I need to ask, was Baron taking any herbs or medicine that could have caused this? No, he took nothing of the sort. He is a good boy and lives off of clean food and healthy nature. I see. I'll let you two be. Okay, he's on no medications. I want to talk to Baron myself, but I don't think I'm allowed to. Baron is blocked. What did you see? Oh no, what are you looking at? Poor Baron. I know what it's like. To be poisoned? To be sick. And pitied. I don't think he's being pitied. Rulon just needs to make sure he's safe and healed. Oh. Well, it still doesn't feel good. I'd imagine not. I don't know. I feel like maybe not being pitied, but he's just getting taken care of. But I don't know. I guess since he seems like he's constantly sick, maybe it feels weird if he's being pitied. This handkerchief is stained with the same purple color as Baron's tea. Ooh, whose handkerchief is this? Someone must have used it to wipe something off. It's hard to say. It doesn't have any markings or embroideries. Who could it belong to? Ooh, we're finding some goodies, guys. What's that? Nola, check this out. What did you find? The tea is pink. That's right, it was pink, wasn't it? It still is. I mean, when I drank from the cup, it was pink. By the time it reached Baron's cup, though, thanks, Fang. This answers a lot. Okay. Guys, very, very suspicious. Very, very. I don't think there's gonna be any lore over there. Who do we think could have been so evil? Torin? Who do you think did this poisoning? I would love to help with that, but I'm looking through some books right now. And to be honest, I don't know the answer to that either. Oh, sorry to interrupt. What are you looking for? I know that there's an old book on rituals somewhere around here. Just give me some time to look and I'll see what I can find. Thanks. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna find an old book of rituals? So Hal, will you tell me what was in that tea? Oh, yeah, I think it was just goat root. Ooh, you guys, you taught me how to say this word. You did, and I already forgot. It was goat root, anise, tarragon, and duck shroom. Is that okay? If any of those things could have affected Baron, it might mean that he was bound to have an adverse reaction from the tea. You could probably ask Rulon. She would know since she's a doctor and all. Good idea. Okay, we need to ask about the tea ingredients. You're suspicious. Nana, what did you do to that tea? What do you mean? The tea was normal. I can attest to that. Well, how does normal tea almost kill a boy? I'm telling you, I didn't do anything. If I may ask, I'd ask us to recall that all three of us drank the tea as well. Do either of you feel ill, weak? No. And neither do I. It was the exact same when I tasted it before the ceremony as well. You tried the tea while we were making it? I didn't know that. None of us feel ill. If nothing else, that should show clearly that Nano and I weren't the responsible ones. I wish I talked to Minosha now. I don't know enough about them to know if they're suspicious or not, you know? They're not showing their face, which might be a little bit suspicious. I guess they're showing their mouth. The tea was fine. It was surely something else that took Baron down. Everyone fine before Baron. You, Nano, and I felt perfectly fine after consuming the tea. I doubt it was tainted. Okay. Who else should we talk to? Should I talk to the little gamer over here and see Maybe if something actually happened. Still looking. Got it. Okay, maybe we'll just be at the statue then. I can't really remember stuff that might be important from the notes we read. Okay, when was the tea poisoned? Oh goodness, I'm scared. Ooh. During the ceremony, while brewing, before brewing. I feel like it had to be during the ceremony since everybody else is fine, right? Everyone who drank the tea before Baron feels fine and unaffected. This includes Nano, Nola, and Minosha. Okay, when was the tea poisoned? Okay, we have to prove our answer for this. Everyone before Baron, fine. What do we think? The tea in the teapot is a pale pink color. Nola recalls it being pink as well when she passed the cup. But then there's purple tea on the floor. I think this will prove my answer, that it was during the ceremony. I think this is good. What do we think, guys? Good? Good? Because, you know, pink and then purple tea on the ground. Okay, this is my answer. The only possible time that this tea could have been poisoned was during the ceremony itself. Otherwise, Minosha, Rulon, and I would also have been poisoned. It's also the only way to explain the weird color change in the tea. But if the tea was poisoned during the ceremony, how did the culprit get poison into the tea? Sometimes you will get golden cards. A golden card is a special card with a major clue. They are usually received after deductions, but you can also find them naturally in rare occurrences. You can use them like normal cards to prove whole ideas, so try it during your next deduction. It looks like praying at the statue worked for you, Nola. It did, thank you. I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Well, it never hurts to check in with people again. With new questions on your mind, new conversations may arise. Good thinking. Ooh, where did the poison come from? Cool. I didn't know when the demo was going to end, but I am really, really enjoying this. I wonder when the release date is going to be for the game. Okay, Urko still doesn't want to talk, you know. Rulon? Nola, now is not the time. This will just take a moment. I got the list of ingredients from Hal. I want to know if any of them might have been dangerous. I see. Go ahead. It was goat root, anise, tarragon, and duck shroom. I see. Well, nothing like that could have caused a reaction like this. However, I'm very glad Odo didn't join us after all. Duck shroom would have been very bad with his medication. Bad enough to have a reaction like this? Baron's reaction definitely wasn't the duck shroom. A reaction from that would have taken much longer to flare up. This was a quick-acting agent. For most people, those ingredients are fine. Thank you. Okay, we learned more. Odo, did you see anyone put anything into the tea during the ceremony? I was watching closely the whole time, but I didn't see anyone move around. Everyone just stayed where they were supposed to and drank the tea normally. I see. Thanks, Otto. That's good to know. Okay, no one moved during the ceremony. Do you have anything else, Feng? Where do you think the poison came from? Well, the tea changed colors, right? So I think it came from something purple, such as grape? No. Ooh, what? I don't really know things that are poisonous and purple. I know usually bright colors, at least for frogs and stuff, mean poison. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you the ingredients earlier. What? It's fine. We couldn't have known that this would happen. I wonder if we can go into that secret room. I'd be very, very happy. Are you ready for me? Torin, have you found anything yet? Not yet. You need a little bit more time. Understood. Okay, let's talk to them. Minosha, where do you think the poison came from? In times old, the monasteries would give traveling monks small, round capsules filled with poison to carry, not to consume. And if the monk was to come across suffering innocent from an accident on the road or a plague, for example, the monk could put that soul out of their misery and send their ashes onward to the sky. Were they consenting to that, or were the monks just killing people? Oh, I see. So maybe Baron was given a pill during the ceremony, or someone took it himself. Baron would never do that. How could you say such a thing? In any case, I already talked to Otto. He didn't see any suspicious activity during the ceremony. Ah, so I see. How strange. I was sure that was it. Yeah. Also, you seem to know about mysterious capsules filled with poison. So, Nana, where do you think the poison came from? Well, if it wasn't the tea itself, maybe someone put something in the cup? I already checked the cup. There's nothing else in there. Well, maybe Baron consumed whatever was in there, but then he would have thrown it back up again and we would have seen that. Ew, that's gross. Yeah, girl. Okay, let's see. Are you ready to talk to me now? Oh, darn. Okay, should we just go and pray at the altar again? Do you think they'll give me anything? Okay. I don't know if we should look at the stuff on the ground again. Maybe. The tea is a rich purple. Furthermore, there's nothing else in the cup besides tea. Okay, let's pray at the altar again. Where did the poison come from? Tea leaves, ice, someone's mouth. Okay, tea leaves, ice, poison vial, someone's mouth. I don't know. I'm gonna say maybe poison vial. But then... Okay, the tea was poisoned during the ceremony, as the only tea in its cup itself... okay, the tea was poisoned during the ceremony, as the only tea in the cup itself was affected by the poison. I guess we could do this, that it had to be a poison vial? I don't know, this one's like a gold card, so I'm not sure. Yeah. None of those are dangerous. Yeah, this was something to wipe something off, so maybe that? There was also nothing in the cup. But no one moved during the ceremony, so I'm not sure. I don't think that's gonna help me. No one moved during the ceremony. Guys, I might be cooked. I can't lie. I feel like the poison vial makes the most sense. But if nobody moved during the ceremony, do we think it came from their mouth? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure, but there's nothing in the cup. Should I click that one? Maybe I will. This is what I'm feeling. Trust my intuition. Listen to my heart. This is my answer. One card. Answer or evidence is misguided. All right. Maybe... Okay. Where did the poison come from? Someone's mouth. Tea... Poison during ceremony. No one moved during ceremony. Purple stained handkerchief. I did it! I did it! I guess it makes sense. If nobody moved, I just assumed maybe poison vial in the mouth. Maybe they spit it out. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I guess the handkerchief would be used to wipe off your mouth if you, like, spit something into somebody else's drink, I suppose. I guess that does make sense. Okay. We finally figured it out. The only thing I can think is that the culprit was holding the poison in their mouth. They must have spit it into the tea and not ingested it themselves. That's so risky. I'm starting to get a clearer picture who could have done this, but I'm gonna need to find a motive before I can pin anyone down. Okay, poison from somebody's mouth. Who do we think has like a purple mouth? It's gotta be one of them, right? Who do you think did it? You mean who poisoned Barham? I feel like it was Otto. Otto, why him? Well, he didn't participate in the ceremony. If I was going to poison the tea, I would keep it far, far away from my own lips. Would you now? Yes. I don't know, you're suspicious, I can't lie. Minosha, who do you think did it? I do not want to speak ill of the one standing next to me. Minosha, never mind. You're not evil. I rock with you, Minosha. I do. Hello, I can hear you. We best not discuss this. Minosha! We love that. Wait, what? If it was just the purple hair dye on their mouth? How? Why did you have us do the ceremony? What? I just wanted everyone to come together. I thought it would help up. When I was little, there was a storm in my village and I was really scared. But the sun-steeped ceremony gave me something else to focus on and it really took away my worries. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But now? What about you? Do you have any stuff? Ada, who do you think did it? Who did it? How can I say you are the one who's been investigating? Have you found any clues that stand out above the rest? Well, there are a few that seem more important than others. That's what I would focus on. Okay. Clues more important than the other ones. Urko still does not want to talk. Sorry, little baby. Whew, he'll be okay. Thank the Seraph, and thank you, Rulon. I'm glad I was here to help. Who would poison? I feel like it has to be the other woman. I talked to Rulon. She said it's a good thing you didn't participate. The duck shroom would have been bad for you. What is duck shroom? Huh? You don't know duck shroom? It grows in clusters on the shores of big lakes. In the summertime, you can find them by the lake south of here. I see. I don't think we had those in the capital, but you've never seen them here either? I'll try to pay better attention next time. Okay, cutie pie. Whatever you say. Fang, who do you think did this? Not me! Besides you. Well, who do you think it is? Well, I know it happened during the ceremony, so then it has to be someone who touched the tea? Yeah, probably someone who went before Baron. That was Nano, you, then Minosha. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit suspicious, though, because Minosha was, like, the person before Baron. And also, it is kind of guilty to point fingers at somebody else. Which we are kind of doing, but I don't think we're evil. I don't know. Nola, I was just gonna come find you. Check this out. Rituals of the Seraph, past and present. They have the Sun Steep ritual in here, and the modern version is a lot like we thought, and we drink the tea and pray for safety in times of danger. But the history of it is a lot weirder. What does it say? Well, a long, long time ago, the ritual always included a sacrifice. Oh no. A sacrifice? You don't mean a human. Oh, sacred seraph. The idea was that the temple would sacrifice a pure and good-hearted individual to send them along to the next universe early. They believed that way the one sacrifice could come back and light a way for the rest of them, acting as a guide. It's really bizarre. Nowadays, the clergy would have never have had this. Maybe the heretics of the burnt seraph would do it, but no one else. You don't think that's what happened here, do you? Who can say for sure? I'm sure no one would be that messed up. Ooh, okay. I feel like that's really important. I wonder if they did that in their old village. I'm sorry, they're crying. Do we think Hal is guilty? Hal, sweetheart, are you feeling a little bit guilty? Focus on the clues that stand out amongst the rest. Those will lead you to the true culprit. Okay. Who poisoned the tea? I'm thinking maybe Minosha. According to the book Torin found, in ancient times, the Sunsteep ritual always involved a sacrifice. It was believed that the one sacrifice would act as a guide for the rest come the time of death. This would have helped if I talked to Minosha before the ceremony. But honestly, they were next in line. Right? Yeah, they were next in line, and they wanted to blame somebody else, too? I don't know. Which one's the best one? Maybe poison came from somebody's mouth. I know their mouth is exposed, but I don't know what the third one would be for this one. I think we picked that one. Well, let's try this. Oh my god. We were right. This could have only been one person. I need to tell everyone. I don't know, I think they're gonna be mad at us. They're gonna be angry. So I gathered everyone here because I think I have an understanding of the situation now. Baron, are you doing okay? I think so. He is much better now and will keep healing. It's good that we acted fast. Who among us would do something so sinister and evil to Baron? We are supposed to be family for one another. Well, let me explain. Torin found out some new information about the origins of the Sun Steep ceremony. When I was digging around in the old books, I came across a specific clause in the ritual. In ancient times, one person would be sacrificed as selected by the temple. It was said that their pure spirit would burn up and go forth, able to warm and lead the others to the next universe once they joined in the spiritual realm. What? A sacrifice? I didn't know that. That's completely ridiculous. It sounds like burnt seraph nonsense. I'm so sorry. I should have never suggested it. This is all my fault. Hal, this couldn't be your fault. You weren't the one who slipped poison in the tea. Then who tampered with the tea that I prepared? I made it in a specific way. Specifically with no poison. Nano, I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm sorry. I let the rivalry between us, get to us, I guess. Sorry. Do not lie, child. The one who prepared it must be the one responsible. Well, actually, the tea was tampered with in the middle of the ceremony itself. What? The tea was pink when I drank it, just as it was in the teapot, but it was purple by the time it reached Baron. The culprit held the poison in their mouth until it was their turn. When they put their lips to the cup, they spit into the tea. Ugh, gross. So that's why I saw that stinky, dirty handkerchief on the ground. They wiped their yucky poison mouth with it. But then anyone who drank the tea after them would be poisoned, right? That's right. So it only makes sense that the one person who went before Baron, the one who would know the ancient religious rituals and rites, would be the culprit. Minosha. Sacred Seraph? Minosha, is this true? By the Seraph, let me explain. Okay. Why are we picking? I guess they did say they needed like the most innocent person, but still. I have no reason to harm Baron. I care about the safety of all of Sermont. Minosha, you seem to know about the origins of the ritual, and you kept its true goal a secret. You were hiding your intent and beliefs from us in order to sacrifice Baron? I would never do such a thing. Surely Baron was poisoned by other means. How can you know that I held such a poison? You never uttered your prayer before the ritual. What's that? Whenever someone mentions the Seraph, you always say, "May her warmth wash over us." You kept your mouth shut before the ceremony. Does that mean Minosha's a believer in the burnt Seraph? A heretic? Ooh, wait, I should have known. Heretic red? Bro, they're wearing red. I should have known it was them. I'm so sorry, girl boss. I'm sorry for going after you. I'm sorry. I'm even looking at the image for the demo. Bro, he looks evil. They do. Oh no, Minosha. By the Seraph, Minosha, explain yourself. Minosha, the gig is up. Reveal yourself. Minosha? Oh, you twisted burning twigs. The burnt one's heat will soon wash over you, all of you. Without her charred wisdom, Sermont will never brave through the cold expanse. You have doomed us all, ruined our only dry kindling in the mounting snow. I was only following her wishes, her torch words. Her radiance glowers on all of us now. Faith be flooded by heavy snowdrift. How I tried to guide you all to the warmth. How dare you claim her protection without conviction to match? Minosha? I see the expanse now. The endless fields of snow. Oh, White Rabbit, how you wore such sleet with innocence. Now I see your mandibles gnashing red. Rabbit? The red, the hot orange, the red rabbit. Your innocence must be the next treasure, cherished and burned. By the Seraph, he's possessed, I say. Oh, soon the snow belt will melt, revealing all the blood staining your true fur. You, Seraph, may your warmth reach me once more, as my hands begin to feel the cold expanse, as my chest empties of your heart. And you, my cat just meowed. My cat said she's getting worked up reading this. And you, may her warmth abandon you in the great cold, lost in undying white. Ugh. Minosha? I can't find Minosha's pulse. He's already dead. What? What do you mean? Huh? I don't understand. Oh, great Seraph. Whoa. And so continued the dreadful night until the avalanche came to a stop. She said that he seemed fine. It's unclear what caused him to fall so suddenly. I asked her if it could have been the poison from his mouth, but I know what caused it. That child was no child of the Seraph. His corrupt heart let in a demon. That Seraph is warning us. I sense a bad omen on the wind, that our real challenges are yet to come. We must prepare a letter. Prologue complete! Oh my goodness, guys, that was so good. Whoa, I'm definitely keeping this game on my wish list. Hopefully it comes out soon, because I need to play when this game comes out. It was really good. The story was really, really interesting. I love the art. I love all the characters. I was being a little silly goober at first, trying to, blame somebody else. Sorry, I thought two girl bosses fighting, just hug and make up. It's fine. Ooh, all the art is gorgeous. Thank you to everybody who worked on this game. I love it. I can't wait for the full game to be out. Guys, if you also like this game, give it a wish list on Steam. I know that helps out, game developers a lot. So please go do it if you're interested in the game and you liked it. Yay! Thanks for playing. You. I love it. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming and tuning into this little YouTube video. If you want to see more content like this and you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would really, really appreciate it. Likes and comments are always appreciated too. Thank you very much. Let me know how you felt about this game, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye! Bye, bye, bye.